Ladies and gentlemen, NXT kicked off with two very big announcements for NXT Takeover New Orleans. Welcome to the midweek wrap-up. We'll get right into it. We opened up Tommaso Ciampa showing up at Full Sail and demanding that William Regal do something about Johnny Gargano, because not only has he attacked him at work, according to a video that Tommaso posted on his Twitter, he has shown up at Tommaso's home at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's also shown up at physical therapy appointments. There's a video online of him trying to reverse run down a carjack, maybe something to Tommaso, and in the parking lot of the Performance Center.
It's an anti-drive-by.
Anti-drive-by, there we go. So Tommaso demands that something be done, and so William Regal makes an unsanctioned match due to the fact that Johnny Gargano no longer works for NXT. So essentially, these two get to do whatever the hell they want.
It's the equivalent to when Shawn Michaels returned.
Yes.
And fought Triple H.
Yeah.
That was an unsanctioned match.
And that was a violent match.
Yeah.
I like that match a lot. And if Johnny Gargano wins, he gets his job back with NXT. Following that, we immediately had William Regal come down to the ring. He told us last week he had a huge announcement for the future of NXT, and that is the introduction of a brand new title, the NXT North American Championship. To which, automatically, EC3 assumed he was being awarded that championship. Regal told him that it would be him and 5 other men, that we would learn over the course of the night who those 3 men would be. But before we found
5?
What did I say?
3. You said 5 other men, and we'll find out who the 3 men are.
It's because we found that out in 3 different segments.
Yeah.
That's why I said
And it's a ladder match.
Yes. Hell yeah. Then we had TM61 comment on their...
Apparently, they're not doing a big ladder match at WrestleMania, so NXT's like, you know what, we'll take the big ladder match thing this year.
Yeah. TM61 commented about their unfortunate loss in the first round of the Dusty Classic, but they were quickly cut off by the fact that Shayna Baszler and Ember Moon were beating the shit out of each other outside of the practice rings. People jumped out of the ring to break it up. The cameraman got knocked down. All kinds of craziness happening between Shayna and Ember. In our first match of the night, the Authors of Pain advanced over the Street Profits due to a distracted Montez Ford and him not getting involved. Poor Angelo Dawkins. Then we found out that Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream will be added to the ladder match. Velveteen talking his way in after William Regal had added Adam Cole. John Silver would be the new unfortunate victim of Lars Sullivan. John Silver, he's a good wrestler, but not when you put him against a guy who's 3 times his size.
Yeah.
Lars easily destroyed John Silver. He was then added to the ladder match, but demanded that he get Killian Dane. Killian Dane was added to the ladder match, but they will also have a singles match next week. Dakota Kai was supposed to have a match, and she was interrupted by an assault by Andrade San Almas on an arriving Aleister Black. Poor Dakota Kai. And poor Aleister Black, I guess.
Yeah.
And then in the main event, Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong defeated Sanity to move on to the finals to face the Authors of Pain in the Dusty Classic. And finally, Kathy Kelly. She's been stalking William Regal all night long.
Found him again. This time, surprise, surprise, he was in his office.
Hey. She wanted to know if there was any idea who the 6th man would be in the ladder match for the North American Championship. And William Regal had just finalized who was going to be it. And so he's like, hey, I'll go get him for you. And out walked Ricochet.
And the crowd popped, and NXT went off the air with Ricochet chants.
Yeah, so officially, EC3, Adam Cole, Velveteen Dream, Lars Sullivan, Killian Dane, and Ricochet will all compete in a ladder match for the brand new North American Championship.
Yeah.
That being said, what did you like about NXT?
What did I like? I liked seeing John Silver on NXT, despite the fact that he was crushed by the much more daunting Lars Sullivan. But more so over, I liked Sanity versus Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne.
This is a very good match.
They had a really good match. I like that Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne have now combined 2 of their moves.
Yeah, to
become a finish.
It was an interesting.
It was Roddy's little flapjack slam that he does
into the bitter end.
Yeah, into the
complete shot
portion of Pete Dunne's finisher.
Yeah,
which you don't usually get like guys who, when they get thrown together, a lot of times you get like one finisher then the other finisher back to back. You don't have guys that sometimes can meld 2 of their normal moves together.
To be fair, can you imagine if Roddy hit like end of Heartache and the person like ended up on their feet and they immediately get fed into the bitter end?
Yeah, or just like one of the like big forearms or clotheslines from Pete Dunne.
That's some kind of living hell.
Yeah.
that's not a situation I want to be in.
Wolf doing one of the best German suplexes I've ever seen.
He fucking dropped hard.
Let's be real, he only calls them suplexes.
Because he's German.
That's all my material.
All right. Now that you got that all, I liked the build of the ladder match, the announcement of it, the debut of EC3 immediately. You know, he's very over with the crowd because he did great things in Impact. He's a huge name. He took his little heel shtick and, assumed that he'd be awarded the championship. So, he could waver either way on the spectrum of heel or babyface. But then, the announcement, I kind of wish there was a little bit longer of a time for us to find out who there was, but at least it wasn't like William Regal had already decided every single person. So I like that through the course of the night, especially with Lars Sullivan making his return and being announced, and
that was my favorite one because that was where you could see Regal picking someone based off of a performance immediately when it happened.
Yeah. And I enjoy the Lars Sullivan character a lot, especially with an analogy that Morrow made during commentary that Lars Sullivan says he has the body of a gorilla and the mind of a professor, which is great, because I've always wondered why he was so articulate outside of the ring, and so now it's kind of that almost like a Planet of the Apes kind of thing. Like there's just all this strength, but for some reason everything just clicks really well up here. It's a very interesting character.
It's Mike Knox.
It's what Mike Knox should have been.
Yeah, it's the gimmick they gave Mike Knox like 3 weeks before they got rid of him.
Yeah. I'm glad it's working for Lars Sullivan.
It should have worked for Mike Knox.
Well, now he's Nux.
That's sad.
What did you love about NXT?
I mean, just sheerly the announcement of Gargano versus Ciampa at TakeOver.
Yep.
And yeah, that.
Yeah, that's mine. I've loved the build of this whole situation. The videos put on, Johnny's persistence to get it Tommaso, and Tommaso just finally, at wit's end saying, hey, you need to do something. And William Regal's like, okay, this is what I'll do, but it's up to you to actually get rid of Johnny Gargano. I feel like this is probably going to put Tommaso on Andrade and Zelina's shit list if he loses.
Yeah.
If he loses to Johnny at New Orleans. Because then Johnny's back and they work so hard to get rid of him. And Tommaso's going to fuck it up. Or he might. Or Johnny might be going to the main roster. I don't know. Regardless, I love it. I'm excited for the match. I'm excited for what these two
They're gonna draw. Like 60-minute time limit draw. It'd be crazy if they went an entire hour. Not gonna happen. Sorry, guys.
I'm completely okay with it, though.
A 60-minute time limit draw. They both lose. Neither of them get to come back to NXT. They reform DIY on 205 Live and become the first ever Cruiserweight Tag Team Champions.
All right.
Book it.
Did you dislike anything?
Book it.
Book it.
I dislike that Dakota Kai didn't get to have a match.
Yeah, poor Dakota.
Yeah.
Her claim to fame on NXT so far is being destroyed by Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
Rolling up Lacey Evans.
And then not getting a match.
And then being interrupted by Andrade and Alistair.
I mean, I hope she catches a break eventually.
Yeah. I think
I guess winning is still a break, but I think between just this and the fact that like one of her first main matches of her trying to be on the roster as a character, she gets her arm stomped out by Shayna Baszler.
Yeah,
she's having a rough go trying to get started.
Yeah, she's not jump starting very very quick, but I think that's why they used her for this segment. It's a babyface that people want to see more of in the ring, and it was used to get the extra heel points on Andrade because it wasn't. Alistair wasn't even able to fight back. It was an assault by Andrade. There was no, Alistair wasn't taking up the time. It was Alistair was supposed to have his time, and Andrade ruined that, and he ruined the potential of a Dakota Kai match. So I appreciate the way they did it, but poor Dakota. Give her some stuff to do. Hopefully post takeover we'll start seeing more Dakota Kai on TV.
Yeah. Not just her coming out and then not doing anything.
Yeah, more of her actually wrestling and not in the Performance Center. Because I think that's where I've seen most of her wrestling so far in NXT is in the Performance Center. I'm not that much of a fan of the Dusty Classic. I'm not a fan of throw together teams that they literally just got put together like a week ago, and now they're like chugging along. I'm
also not huge on throw together tag teams, but I consider there to be a slight difference in a throw together tag team versus a tag team where somebody got to pick their own partner. This isn't like them drawing two names out of a hat. It was, hey, Roderick Strong, pick somebody you want to team with.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that there's at least going to be a little cohesion.
I don't want them to use the Dusty Classic as a device to get Roddy and Pete versus Undisputed Era. I feel like there's enough there that they could do that match anyway. The way I'm hoping it goes, because we have the finals next week and then we have Takeover. The way I'm hoping it goes is Undisputed Era costs Roddy and Pete the Dusty Classic, and then Roddy and Pete cost Undisputed Era the tag titles. So that way we get them.
So you're going for Authors of Pain as 2-time tag champs.
Yes, or
3-time tag champs.
No, I think I don't think so.
Okay.
You can fact check for me, but I don't
remember.
It's up on the screen if they have been more than 1-time tag team champions. But I would rather. I'd rather that happen and just have this feud be a personal feud and not for the championships. But I don't write NXT, so we'll see what happens.
I know what's going to happen, so...
I know you do.
I'm not going to comment.
Yeah. Any last words on this week's NXT?
It's NXT. What can I say? It's usually the best show of the week. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was probably loud. I knocked on the table.
That's all right. It happens. Also, if you haven't seen Drew McIntyre back to benching more weight than he did prior to his injury. So Drew McIntyre well on his way back to NXT.
Oh yeah.
So
or WrestleMania.
Oh shit. He's gonna be Braun Strowman's tag team partner.
He's gonna be Daniel Bryan's tag team partner.
Both of them. He's gonna team with Daniel Bryan, and then he's gonna team with Braun Strowman.
All right.
Do it.
I'll watch it.
All right.
And win the Andre the Giant. More about
that. Drew McIntyre's just gonna win everything.
He's gonna win WrestleMania.
He's gonna win WrestleMania. That is it for the midweek wrap-up, guys. Thank you for watching.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Click those links down below.
There's so many social media links.
There's also a podcast link.
That's the one that says SoundCloud.
And there's Reasonable Wrestling Fans.
It's reasonable with a W, like wrestling.
Where you can see unboxing videos where we get cool shirts like this Gold Dust shirt.
Not like this Bray Wyatt shirt.
No, we got that at WrestleMania. You can also check out our punishment videos where we do terrible things to each other, not in a sexual way. And you can also check out other videos that are loosely based around wrestling. But for now, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.
And as always,
fuck Modus.